So it's only like a week because it's my birthday today, so I want to give some discount and make sure to click the link below. What's up guys, welcome to the new video lessons of the week. Today I'm going to talk about some key stocks that we traded, and lots of runners has been happening recently, so I'm going to talk about volume changing, how to actually handle low flow, and there's some patterns involved, and also how to avoid all those heavy volume traded stocks. Now, YECO today, this one was a low floater, micro flow, and when this low floater started getting volume 4 or 5 million, start flow rotation for 2-3 times, it's typically a good sign for long, because when they're not up 1,000%, they're only up like 60-70%, you can really cut those people off guard and they can spike 1,000%, 500%, and people love to short something that has higher percentage gain, but you can't do that with micro flow on the first green day. They can spike to 2,000%, 3,000%, sometimes even 5,000%. Now, when you're short, if you don't have a risk level, you have the infinite risk. Then once you start adding and adding, you can start having bigger and bigger losses. Eventually, you're gonna blow up your account. And that's one of the rules that all short sellers have to avoid. So avoid the first green day with massive flow rotation, especially when it's on parabolic and you can non-stop parabolic to the end, and you went from basically 2 to 10 in one parabolic and you didn't even have any pullbacks in the middle. And later on, stocks are on consolidation in the 9 to 10s. As I said, when the flow start rotating over 10 times or 15 times, and they start to have price exhaustions, but this one did not consolidate for that long. You only consolidate about 3 hours. Typically, consolidation comes in at noon, like 12-ish, start consolidating to the 4. But this one was trading 30 million volume, and it didn't consolidation that long. And in the meanwhile, it did not have any pullback. So it caught so many short sellers off guard, and so many of them underwater. And after I squeezed to 17, and did a kind of overextend gap down today. Finished relatively weak. So if today can gap down under 10 or maybe under 9, then there's not more downside to go. But other than that, shares to borrow are a little bit too expensive today, and the stock dropped from 18 to 11. I think that kind of range is not very predictable, but we'll see about tomorrow. I think tomorrow will have a decent downside if it gaps down. PTI, it actually traded about 10 million volume in the pre-market. So when you see 20 million volume trading pre-market, it's going to trade over like 100 million shares of the day. And when you took a look at the historical chart, if it's not trading 100 million shares a day before, then the chart is going to have a fresh pattern, fresh chart. Nothing is very predictable. So especially on those massive gaps, they already gapped so much and they're favored short sellers, but it's trading so much volume. When it's trading so much volume, then it favors the buyers. When two favors are conflict with each other, then you can't really make decisions either to go short or go long. So conflict factors, trying to avoid as much as possible. That's why I avoid PTI. I made the attempt to shorting the gap up this morning, but caught losses very quickly. And good thing I avoid all those massive headache. And tomorrow, I don't really know what's gonna happen. You can either gap down or gap up. It's a 50-50, but it leans to the longs, to the buyers, than the short sellers. NCTY, gapping up in after hours. Hopefully gets this amount of volume, then maybe can go long a little bit. Because the market is really hot, trading really heavy volume. So every single chart becomes fresh chart. When you're trading a fresh chart on the first green day, that's a no touch for short sellers. And everything can become a potential buy, especially on those micro flow. YCEO, and the YCEO bring up a bunch of template plays as well. Something like CCCL, and it finished pretty weak today. So hopefully we can get another bounce tomorrow, maybe in the 17s for YCEO, but it's very unlikely. Probably gap down tomorrow, then just finishes the entire round. By the way, if you guys are interested in inner circle trading, please click the link below. We're giving a discount right now, about 20%, 25% off. So it's only like a week. because it's my birthday today, so I would like to give some discount, and make sure to click the link below and it will direct you there, and we'll be only accepting the amount of people. So make sure to check it out, and I will see you guys next video.